Hello everybody and welcome back to Connor here in full swing. Hope you're all doing fantastically well, and we are back here with yet another rumour mill, yet another Rodrigo profile, and hopefully this is going to be the day where the Whites get Rodrigo over the line, medical, signed, sealed and delivered. Let's hope that's going to happen very, very soon, and a very excited Connor here at In Full Swing HQ. Now, fair few things to talk about today. Obviously, we had the Guillem Balag sort of video yesterday with regards to what we can expect from our new maestro in either the CAM, the right wing role, or the 9 role. We got told some stipulations as well, exactly why Rodrigo hasn't hit the dizzy heights this season, and obviously his best season being in 16-17, which got his recognition in the Spain national side, which is obviously what we're all hoping he can reach to those levels at Leeds United. I hope you're all doing really well. Afternoon, Connor. Hello, Ryan. Charlie, hello. Joe, Connor, I hope you're all doing well, guys. 268 of you watching now. It's been a bit of a different time. Obviously, normally I'm uploading at about 11:30, but if all of you wouldn't mind smacking a like on the video, we've just hit 6,500 subscribers. We're on the road to 7K, guys. So if you are new around here, slap that subscribe button and you'll get more content like this. But we are back. We are back in McGilligan HQ, and we are back with a signing, hopefully, very, very soon. Rodrigo's medical is apparently underway, which is very, very exciting. Now, before we start this video, of course, and as always, we are sponsored by Ship Bikes USA. All your customized, your details, motorcycles to everybody's individual needs. Please go check the guys out. Bernie over there does a fantastic job. So, Rodrigo. Now, this is a signing which I've been sort of waxing lyrical about. Yeah, let's hope that the signing doesn't happen whilst I'm on air. Actually, let's hope it does happen when I'm on air. You know, that'd be great. And yeah, what an incredible sign. Obviously, the video was released by Balag yesterday. And he was talking about just how exciting this signing is going to be. Phil Hayes also done a piece on it. The Athletic have done a piece on it. David Ornstein's done a piece on it as well. So listen, as soon as Lamar says sort of report it, then you know it's happening. The main publication in Spain with regards to football. Obviously, we've had Gianluca as well in Italy. We've had Romero commenting on it. All these top publication, all these top authors are reporting on the fact that Rodrigo would be an absolutely superb signing for Leeds. And make no bones about it, guys. Make no bones about it. This wouldn't have happened without Marcelo Bielsa. It wouldn't have happened because Rodrigo apparently wasn't sure about the move to Leeds United. But the main factor was, of course, as always, Marcelo Bielsa. So wonderful times at Leeds. Obviously, there's been more news as well with regards to Robin Koch as well. Phil Hay reporting today that apparently Leeds are looking at £10 million signing there, and apparently from Koch's end it is all fine, all well and agreed. He's happy to make the move, the transition to Yorkshire, but it's just the fee that needs to be agreed. But it looks like Leeds are going to be going with a 10 million valuation. How great is that? You would be thinking that Leeds have got a lot more in the in the bank really there with regards to going for different signings, potentially a Ryan Kent, potentially a Lionel Messi. But yeah, we've got a lot of irons in the fire at the minute, and I thoroughly believe that with how quick this happened, this Rodrigo deal, and how on it Leeds were in terms of Radrizzani, in terms of Victor Orta going out to Spain within a day, owner and recruitment, head of recruitment going out together on the same day, getting the deal done apparently on the day, according to numerous journalists. They wanted this deal done. They knew how good this deal would be for Leeds United. Now, Balaguer did say that apparently with his 4 goals last year, a lot of people were looking at him and thinking, maybe not. And we've seen that from a lot of opposition fans as well, haven't we? We've seen a lot of, why would he sign for Leeds? You know, why would it, this, that and the other? He's got 4 goals, good one Leeds, waste of money. But you've got to watch football. You've really got to watch football. And if you watch this guy play, I mean, I was sat in my front room and I remember him pinging one in against Chelsea as of a year ago and running a superb performance in that game and driving Valencia on. He's a really, really good player. As I say in all of my videos, he fits this system. He's versatile. He's very, very, very quick. Loves to go at the defender. Doesn't like the ball being played into his chest so he can hold it up. He's not that sort of player Is that going to be where Leeds going to have to tinker with the system? Or is that going to be where we deploy maybe a 3-3-1-3 formation in the Premier League if our opposition outfit has 2 strikers up front, which we have done? We've also made the 3-4-1-2 formation our own as well as the 4-1-4-1. But the 4-1-4-1 does seem a little bit rigid. Is that going to be where you're going to see maybe Jack Harrison interchanging with Rodrigo, maybe Helder Costa interchanging with Rodrigo? We're going to see a little bit of variation in that offensive game for Leeds United. So it's very exciting. It is very exciting, and I think if we can get both of those lads done, I mean, we're going into our first game with 2 excellent signings for me, from what I've seen. I was watching Robin Koch as well, and I've told you guys on the stream before, he's got absolutely everything announced in the German side the other day. Imagine if we get him done for 10 million. 10 million announced in the German side, seen as the progression alongside Timo Werner, seen with Kai Havertz as well. He's seen as the progression, the new day for German football. Obviously Muller, obviously Neuer, obviously players of that ilk are unfortunately going to be, led out as, because obviously 28 to 32 years of age, you naturally get taken out of the national side. But players like Timo Werner, Robin Koch coming forward are going to be the new age. And if we can get someone like him, someone who's seen very, very highly in Germany for 10 million, what are we upset that we've lost Ben White? Of course we have. He's got us in an incredible position this year, but is that a step up? Is that a step up to what we're looking at now? I mean, for me, we've not seen Ben White play in the Premier League. He might not work in the Premier League. Do I think he'll work in the Premier League? Of course I do. But this guy has worked in Germany. He's worked in the Bundesliga. He's finished 8th with Freiburg. He's seen as one of their up-and-coming talents, 24 years of age, played against some of the top clubs in the world. The club have played a blinder if they get that one done in comparison to what they would be paying for Ben White, which would be 25, 30, 35 million. Get Robin Koch in for what is reported as 10 million. Am I missing something here? Rodrigo, looking at apparently it's 27 million all in all, may potentially rising a few bits and bats. One of an absolutely brilliant player, someone who starts for Spain anytime there's a national fixture, because Luis Enrique likes to play that new modern football, that new modern striker. Doesn't want a target man, enjoys the player linking up with the midfield, those 2 thirds linking up extremely well, and then making an offensive press in themselves. He works in that press. You watch this guy play, he works in that press. So if you can get that midfield line and that attacking line working together as a unit, which we do with Marcelo Bielsa, which we do as a Leeds United team, he does that for Spain. He's done that for Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique wanted that blueprint for Barcelona when he was manager of them. So I just think it's a really good way of doing it, and I think we're just going in the right direction at the minute. And I think obviously with everything that went on with Rodrigo last season, the changing of manager when Marcelino went out, there was big problems. Torres, who's just moved to City, wasn't happy. Rodrigo in the window before was essentially sold to Atletico Madrid for 60 million euros. That didn't happen. So his head was somewhere else. It was completely somewhere else. He said bye to his teammates, as Balage said. He said bye to his teammates. That was it. He was an Atletico Madrid player. That deal fell through, as we saw with Dan James, how mad that can be on a player's mentality. It took Dan James 4 or 5 weeks to get back into it, really, at Swansea. Did he ever get back to that pre-January form at Swansea? I don't think so. So when you have moved, you've said goodbye to your teammates, you're potentially looking at houses in the new area, you're looking at the new manager, obviously Simeone, what a manager to play under. Rodrigo's head was somewhere else. He wasn't at Valencia in his mind. So it took him a while to get back to it. Now you look at seasons before when he got 16 goals in 33 appearances. That's what got him in the Spanish national side. That was only 2 years ago. Can he regain that form? A lot of people seem to be talking about Rodrigo as if he was a second-rate player. This is a guy who's done it in the top divisions his entire life. So it's someone who I'm really excited to get. Obviously, Barcelona, it was, as Balage reported as well, were interested in signing Aubameyang, Timo Werner, or Rodrigo. Couldn't get any of them because of the pricing. And Leeds have potentially managed to get this guy for 27 to 29 million overall. And he's coming to Yorkshire, hopefully. And I just think it's a really good acquisition. It's really exciting. Of course it is. And hopefully we can get the deal over the line today. Apparently there's talks been happening with Robin Koch as well, which I keep talking about. and it's all looking rosy again. You know, from when we were panicking at the end of last week. I think I'm just over the moon right now, and hopefully both deals can get done. Hi, Connor. Will these guys have to quarantine for 2 weeks if they sign, says Fiona. It's a really good question, actually. I'm not sure that is the process. I don't really know how that works, but it's a really, really good question. I think there's a lot of stipulations, obviously, between each and every country. I think each and every country are doing it differently, but that is a big possibility. I guess the way to look at it is, will he start anyway at the beginning of the Premier League season? Probably not, because he's not been in that Bielsa mold for 4 to 6 weeks. So I wouldn't ever say he was going to start anyway, but just for an immediate training session with the starting lineup, I think that's a really good question and something that I'd be really interested to know your guys' thoughts on that, whether or not that is going to be the quarantine period for 2 weeks, whether or not he's going to be able to link up with the squad. That might not be a thing. It might not even be an issue. It might be okay, but it's a really interesting sort of proposition in terms of what we can see going forward. But yeah, I think it's a lot of you seem really positive. I'm really excited that a lot of you seem really excited about this one. There's a lot of people talking about the kit being leaked. I don't think that has been the case. Maybe it is. But as John says, when we're talking about Robin Koch, there 10 million is an absolute steal. Josh Arse saying the same thing. So yeah, it's all really, really positive, guys. And of course I will be back here on the In Full Swing channel with the announcement of Rodrigo. I've already got a video planned. I've already got a thumbnail done. So everything's back up here at McGilligan HQ as well. So yeah, I just wanted to touch base with you guys in terms of the rumour mill. It doesn't seem like much else is going on with Leeds. The target's been Rodrigo. The target's been Robin Koch. This week, you'd expect potentially both of them to be done. Definitely Rodrigo. I'm still pretty convinced that's going to happen today, to be quite frank. But I think it is one of those where we've got to look at it in two of our main targets there, two of our real targets in the last 2 weeks, especially Koch. Yeah, really exciting. Jakanji says, no, he said Jumanji there, mate. Do you think we'll sign players? I do, mate. I do think we'll sign players. Thank you for your donation. But yeah, so that's it. I think that's going to be it, guys. A lot of people asking me to look at Twitter in terms of the apparently the full away kit's been announced, guys. So let me just stick with me here. Stick with me. It's a beauty. Oh yes. That's lovely. That really is top notch. So I don't know if you can see this. You probably can't. There you go. The autofocus. That's the camera there, guys. That's Alioski. There you go with the new kit. Looks pretty nice, that, doesn't it? The away kit. I don't know about the JD, but you know, if it's going to help the lads with, if it's going to help Radrizzani with sponsorship, if it's going to help it with, you know, obviously the club moving forward, revenue-wise, I'm fine with that. I quite liked it when it was just a subtle sort of Premier League badge, and then you had everything else right there. But the fact it's got JD and the Premier League, don't know about that. But listen, I'll probably be buying it. Obviously, if you guys were tuning in yesterday, the competition winner was announced yesterday. We will be announcing another competition in probably a week's time, which is a really good competition. I think you'll really enjoy it. So yeah, there you go. A lot of people talking about copping it later today. I don't know whether or not it's going to be a case of us being able to buy it later on today. I don't know. But guys, I will be back later on today if we do make the sign of Rodrigo with an instant match reaction. There will not be any late night leads tonight just because I've not really had time to prepare for it. Obviously, the Calvin one was a lot of preparation last night, so we'll be looking to do a Patrick Bamford one tomorrow. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get Rodrigo back underway and back well done. Medical sign sealed and delivered. He's ours, hopefully. So listen, subscribe to the channel, please, guys. If you are new, we're on the road to 7K. Please like the video as well. It really gives me an indication of if you are enjoying the rumour mill, which I think you guys are. There will be an update later on if there is that signing of Rodrigo, and I'll catch you in a bit.